I see your face in the quiet glass, a reflection of a love I let pass. Your toothbrush still beside the sink, like even small things make me think. I said some words I can't take back, left your heart with 1,000 cracks. I watched your eyes go cold and far, and still pretended I was not the scar. I thought I was protecting me from all the pain I couldn't speak, but every wall I built so high was one more way to say goodbye. I never meant to hurt you, never meant to make you cry, never meant to be the reason you stopped looking in my eyes. I never meant to break us, never meant to let love burn, never meant to push you so far you couldn't find your way to return. I was scared, I was careless, I was lost inside my pride. Now I'm holding all the damage that I tried so hard to hide. I never meant to hurt you, but I did, and I'm sorry for the life we lost because of it. You used to call me when you felt alone, then I became the silence on the phone. You used to reach for me in the dark, then I became the distance in your heart. I wish I listened when you said you were tired of sleeping next to emptiness, but I kept choosing not to see the way my coldness made you leave. Now every room repeats your name, every memory carries blame. I wanted love but didn't learn how not to let the soft things burn. I never meant to hurt you, never meant to make you cry, never meant to be the reason you stopped looking in my eyes. I never meant to break us, never meant to let love burn, never meant to push you so far you couldn't find your way to return. I was scared, I was careless, I was lost inside my pride. Now I'm holding all the damage that I tried so hard to hide. I never meant to hurt you, but I did, and I'm sorry for the life we lost because of it. If I could take one night and turn it back, I'd meet you where the silence cracked. I'd say I'm scared, but I'm still here. I'd hold your pain instead of disappearing. If I could touch a tired hand, I'd tell you now I understand. You didn't need a perfect heart, you only needed mine to start. But I learned too late that love can leave when sorry waits too long to breathe. hope your heart is lighter in a world where you're not alone. I loved you badly, but I loved you true. I never meant to hurt you, but I still hurt you. I blame the rain for the way you left. Blame the cold for the silence in your breath. Blame the distance, blame the years. Blamed every night that ended in tears. I told my friends to stop trying, that you were the reason love kept dying. But in the quiet when the lights are gone, the truth sits down and sings along. I see the moments I pushed you away, all the words I was too proud to say. I wanted love, but I made it hard, then wondered why you hid your heart. Maybe it was my fault all along. Maybe I broke what I called home. Maybe you were reaching for me and I kept turning into stone. Maybe it was my fault all along. Maybe I hurt you more than I knew. I was so busy feeling broken, I never saw I was breaking you. Now I'm holding every memory like a mirror I can't face. You didn't leave me suddenly, I slowly made you feel replaced. Maybe it was my fault all along, and I'm sorry, too late. I remember your eyes at the kitchen light, trying to talk to me that night. You said I feel lonely standing here, and I made your pain disappear. Not with comfort, not with care, I just acted like it wasn't there. I was scared to be the one to blame, so I turned your sadness into shame. You asked for softness, I gave you walls. You asked for truth, I gave nothing at all. Now every echo in this room sounds like the love I took from you. Maybe it was my fault all along. Maybe I broke what I called home. Maybe you were reaching for me and I kept turning into stone. Maybe it was my fault all along. Maybe I hurt you more than I knew. I was so busy feeling broken, I never saw I was breaking you. Now I'm holding every memory like a mirror I can't face. You didn't leave me suddenly, I slowly made you feel replaced. Maybe it was my fault all along, and I'm sorry, too late. I wish I could call you tonight, not to ask you to come back, just to tell you I understand the love I didn't know how to have. I wish I could hold your tired hands and say you deserved more than this, more than my fear, more than my pride, more than a cold goodnight kiss. I thought being hurt gave me the right to close my heart and call it strength. But now I know I lost you one careless day at a length. Maybe it was my fault all along. Maybe I was blind, not strong. Maybe you stayed as long as you could in a place you didn't belong. Maybe it was my fault all along. Maybe good running from myself. Now I'm sitting with the truth, and it cuts deeper than your name. I wanted someone else to blame, but the mirror says the same. Maybe it was my fault all along, and I'm sorry too late. So I won't call you cruel, I won't say you were wrong. Some people don't leave love, they leave where they don't belong. And if you ever think of me, I hope the pain is gone. I loved you the best I could, but it was my fault all along. You sat beside me in the kitchen light, trying to save us one more time. Your voice was shaking, soft and low, but I acted like I didn't know. You said, do you still want me here? I heard the pain behind your fear, but I kept staring at the floor, like love was something I could ignore. I thought if I stayed quiet, the hurt would disappear. But silence has a language, and you heard it loud and clear. Silence is my fault, I let it fill the room. I let your heart keep breaking while I said nothing to you. Silence is my fault, I watched you fall apart. You were begging for a reason, and I hid inside my heart. Now every word I swallowed comes back to haunt my throat. I lost you in the quiet when I should have held you close. I blame the goodbye, but I know the truth. Silence is my fault, and it cost me you. You stopped asking where I went, stopped saying what you meant, stopped reaching for my hand at night, stopped turning on your bedside light. I saw the distance in your eyes, but I was too afraid to try. I told myself we needed space while love was dying face to face. You didn't need perfection, you only needed me. But I gave you empty answers and called it being free. Silence is my fault, I let it fill the room. I let your heart keep breaking while I said nothing to you. Silence is my fault, I never said. And I sleep with all my regrets on your empty side of the bed. Silence is my fault, I know that now too late. I let the love we prayed for turn into something gray. Silence is my fault, I gave you no place to stay. You were waiting for my heart, but I kept pushing you away. Now every lonely morning feels heavier than before, because you didn't leave at once, you faded through the door. I blamed the timing, I blamed what we went through, but silence is my fault, and it cost me you. So if you ever wonder if I wanted you to stay, I hope the wind can carry what I never learned to say. I loved you in the quiet, but love needs more than thought. You left because I taught you that silence was all I got. Silence is my fault, silence is my shame. I lost the only heart I loved by never saying your name. I kept the lights low in the hall, like brightness might make me recall the way you looked before you left, with heavy words inside your chest. You didn't shout, I didn't plead. We both knew what the silence means. You touched your coat, I touched my sleeve. Two broken hearts, too tired to speak. There were 1,000 things to say, but they all stood still and looked away. Now every sentence in my head is just another tear left unsaid. These are the tears left unsaid, the ones I swallowed down instead, the ones that fell inside my heart when you walked out and tore us apart. These are the words I never cried, the please don't go, the stay tonight, the I still love you, soft and scared, but you were gone before I dared. Now every quiet breath I take is full of what I should have said. I'm drowning in the love we lost and all these tears left unsaid. Your coffee cup is still unwashed, I leave it there at any cost. Like maybe if I don't let go, the house won't have to know. The bed remembers where you lay, the walls still hold our yesterday. But I just move from room to room, carrying a heart too full of you. I smile when people ask your name, like I am not a burning flame. But underneath this calm I wear, there's so much pain still waiting there. These are the tears left unsaid, the ones I swallowed down instead, the ones that fell inside my heart when you walked out and tore us apart. These are the words I never cried, the please don't go, the stay tonight, the I still love you, soft and scared, but you were gone before I dared. Now every quiet breath I take is full of what I should have said. I'm drowning in the love we lost, and all these tears left unsaid. Maybe if I'd held your hand, maybe if I'd made you understand, maybe if my voice had found the courage buried underground, would you have turned around for me? Would we still be a family? Or was your goodbye already planned before I even reached your hand? I don't know which truth hurts more, that you left, or I stayed silent at the door. Now my heart keeps bleeding through all the things I never gave to you. These are the tears left unsaid, the nights I broke inside my bed, the prayers I whispered to the dark, with your name written on my heart. These are the words that came too late, the love I couldn't make you take, the final baby, don't forget, that never made it past my breath. Now every memory turns red, with everything I should have said. You left me with an empty room, and all these tears left unsaid. So I write your name in fading light, then close my eyes and hold it tight. I never cried the way I meant, I never said the words I kept. And if you ever dream of me, know I loved you quietly, with every breath, with every thread, with all my tears left unsaid. The room is quiet but not kind, it leaves too much inside my mind. Your pillow keeps its empty shape, like even fabric knows heartbreak. I turn the lights down soft and low, but darkness makes your shadow grow. I try to sleep, I try to rest, but missing you sits on my chest. No footsteps in the hallway, no keys inside the door, no voice to say I'm home now, like you used to say before. Now all I hear is the sound of my breath, in a room that feels too close to death. In and out, but it hurts the same. Every little silence says your name. All I hear is the sound of my breath, trying to live with what you left. No heartbeat near me, no hand to hold, just lonely air turning cold. I never knew quiet could sound like this, like a goodbye I can't forget. Since you left, there's nothing left but the sound of my breath. The clock keeps moving on the wall, like it has no mercy at all. It counts the seconds I survive, but I don't feel very alive. I almost call you, then I freeze. Your number still remembers me. My fingers shake above your name, but pride and pain both feel the same. I used to fall asleep beside just a place where I keep falling apart. Now all I hear is the sound of my breath in a room that feels too close to death. In and out, but it hurts the same. Every little silence says your name. All I hear is the sound of my breath, trying to live with what you left. No heartbeat near me, no hand to hold, just lonely air turning cold. I never knew quite could sound like this, like a goodbye I can't forget. Since you left, there's nothing left but the sound of my breath. Maybe one day I won't listen for your car outside at night. Maybe one day I'll stop reaching for your body on my right. Maybe breathing won't feel heavy, maybe sleep won't feel so far. Maybe I'll stop falling backwards into everywhere you are. But tonight I'm just a whisper in the middle of our bed, trying not to lose myself to everything you never said. Now all I hear is the sound of my breath and the echo of the love we left. In and out, I'm still here somehow, but I don't know who I am now. All I hear is the sound of my breath, holding on with nothing left. No warm arms, no soft goodbye, just the dark in my tired eyes. I never knew lonely could sound so loud, like a heart breaking under a cloud. Since you left, there's nothing left but the sound of my breath. So I breathe in slow and I breathe out pain. I whisper your name, then I do it again. In this bed, in this dark, with this hole in my chest, I keep myself alive by the sound of my breath. The rain keeps tapping on the glass, like every memory coming back. I locked the door, I closed the blinds, but you still walk across my mind. Your sweater's folded on the chair. I hate that it still smells like care. I tell myself I'm doing fine, then fall apart for the 100th time. I try the silence, try the light, try to sleep through one more night, but every road inside my head leads me back to what you said. There's no way out tonight, no place my heart can hide. Every wall is closing in with your goodbye inside. There's no way out tonight, no soft escape from pain. I keep running from your memory, but it finds me just the same. I'm breathing, but I'm breaking. I'm alive, but not alright. Since you left me in this darkness, there's no way out tonight. I made some tea I couldn't drink, sat by the sink and tried to think of one good reason not to call, but I still miss you through it all. The clock keeps moving cruel and slow, like it has somewhere else to go. But I'm still here, still stuck, still small, still waiting for a love that won't come home. I change the sheets, I change the room, but nothing feels less full of you. I tell the mirror I'll survive, but I don't believe my own eyes. There's no way out tonight, no place my heart can hide. Every wall is closing in with your goodbye inside. There's no way out tonight, no soft escape from pain. I keep running from your memory, but it finds me just the same. I'm breathing, but I'm breaking. I'm alive, but not alright. Since you left me in this darkness, there's no way out tonight. Maybe morning will be kinder, maybe daylight will be warm. Maybe I'll remember someday who I was before the storm. But right now every shadow looks too much like you, and every lonely second feels impossible to move through. I don't need forever, I don't need to be strong. I just need 1 hour where missing you is gone. There's no way out tonight, no window to the dawn, no prayer that feels loud enough to bring back what is gone. There's no way out tonight, no place to lay this down. Your love is like an ocean, and I forgot how not to drown. I'm breathing, but I'm breaking. I'm awake but losing sight, trying to hold myself together with no way out tonight. So I sit here with the rain and the ghost of your name. Let the dark hold me close till I can feel again. No way out tonight, no way out of you, no way out of loving someone who already moved through. I used to run home when the world got too loud. Your arms were the place where I laid my fear down. Now the key in the door makes my whole body shake, like even this room knows how badly hearts break. The bed feels too wide and the walls feel too thin. Your ghost finds a way to keep walking back in. I close all the curtains, I turn off the light, but nothing can hide me from missing you tonight. I thought love was shelter, I thought you were home. Now I'm scared of the silence, you left me alone. I breathe through the hurt and I fall to the floor, but nowhere feels safe anymore. Nowhere feels safe anymore. Not this house, not this heart, not the life from before. Every place that I go still remembers your name. Nowhere feels safe anymore. Not the streets where we left, not the bed where we swore that forever keep loving you the rest of my life. You were my shelter till you became the storm. Now nowhere feels safe anymore. I tried taking walks down a different street, but the rain sounds like you when it falls at my feet. The cafe we loved has a new coat of blue, but the corner still looks like me waiting for you. I smile at my friends, but they don't understand how goodbye can keep holding the back of your hand. I say that I'm healing, I say I'm okay, then I cry in the car before driving away. I thought time would be gentle, I thought I'd be free, but every quiet moment comes looking for me. I lock every window, I sleep by the door, still nowhere feels safe anymore. Nowhere feels safe anymore. Not this house, not this heart, not the life from before. Every place that I go still remembers your name. Nowhere feels safe anymore. Not the streets where we left, not the bed where we swore that forever was real, that we'd never change. But tonight I'm just a small voice in a room too full of ghosts, and the person I ran to is the one who hurt me most. Nowhere feels safe anymore. Not my dreams, not my skin, not the lock on the door. Every breath that I take still trembles with you. Trying to leave, but I don't know what for, when the place I called home was a heart I once knew. I'm afraid of the silence, I'm afraid of the sound, I'm afraid if I let you go, I'll have nothing left around. You were my shelter till you left me torn. Now nowhere feels safe anymore. So I sit with the shadows and whisper your name, like a prayer I don't believe in, but still say the same. I locked every door, but I'm still not warm. Since you stopped loving me, nowhere feels safe anymore. I try to make the morning tea, but my hands were shaking quietly. Your cup was sitting by the sink, like it was waiting for you to drink. The sunlight came across the floor and stopped before your empty door. Even the day knew not to shine on a heart as tired as mine. I keep telling myself I'll be okay, but the words fall down slow, I count to 10, then break apart all over again. I'm too weak to stand, too lost to move on, too tired to pretend that I'm strong now you're gone. I'm too hurt to smile, too numb to cry, too broken to ask one more reason why. You left me with silence and a heart full of sand. I try to hold myself together, but I'm too weak to stand. Your side of the bed is cold and clean, like you were never a part of me. But I still sleep close to the edge, afraid to cross where you once slept. I hear your voice in every room, a ghost that wears your old perfume. And every wall remembers us before goodbye turned love to dust. I can hide your photos in a drawer, I can lock the memories behind a door. But pain has keys I never gave, it finds me in the quiet place. I'm too weak to stand, too lost to move on, too tired to pretend that I'm strong now you're gone. I'm too hurt to smile, too numb to cry, too broken to ask one more reason why. You left me with silence and a heart full of sand. I try to hold myself together, but I'm too weak to stand. Maybe tomorrow I'll rise again, maybe I'll learn how to be my friend. Maybe the mirror won't look so cruel when it shows me life without you. But tonight I'm on the bedroom floor, not asking for forever anymore. Just one soft breath, one quiet hand to help me feel like I can stand. I'm too weak to stand, too tired to fight, too scared of the dark that follows the light. I'm too full of memories, too empty inside, too close to the ending of the girl I tried to hide. You took all the laughter, you took all our plans. I reached for the future, but it slipped through my hands. I wanted to be stronger, I wanted to understand, but loving you broke me, and I'm too weak to stand. So I'll stay here with the silence till the hurting lets me breathe. Maybe one day I'll forgive you, maybe one day I'll forgive me. Too weak to stand, too tired to fall, still loving someone who doesn't love me at all. I kept your picture by the bed, like it could bring back what I said. But paper faces don't reply, they only watch you wonder why. The room is clean, the shelves are bare, but I still feel you everywhere. Your name still lives inside these walls and answers when the silence calls. I thought that love would always stay, even when I pushed away. I thought your heart would understand the fear I held in both my hands. I lost the only one who loved me when I was hard to love, who held me through the darkest nights when I was falling apart inside. I lost the only one who saw the hurt behind my pride, who kept on reaching for my hand even when I tried to hide. Now I'm standing in the wreckage of everything I should have done. I had a heart that stayed for me, and I lost the only one. You used to know my quiet signs, the way I broke behind my eyes. You heard the words I couldn't say and loved me through them anyway. But I grew cold, I made you small, I let my shadows take it all. You gave me grace, I gave you pain, then acted like you were to blame. I see it now, I see the truth. The love I had, the love I used. You didn't leave because you stopped, you left because I gave you up. I lost the only one who loved me when I was hard to love, who held me through the darkest nights when I was falling apart inside. I lost the only one who saw the hurt behind my pride, who kept on reaching for my hand even when I tried to hide. Now I'm standing in the wreckage of everything I should have done. I had a heart that stayed for me, and I lost the only one. If I could call you just to say I understand your pain today, I wouldn't ask you to return, I'd only tell you what I learned. You were not the storm, you were the light. I was the door closed every night. You were not the reason we came undone. I was scared and I made you run. And now the truth is all I own. I broke the place that felt like home. I had your love, your trust, your heart, and I was careless with every part. I lost the only one who knew the girl beneath the fear, who waited through my coldest days and still wished I would let him near. I lost the only one who made this empty world feel warm. Now every memory cuts me deep, like roses wrapped around a thorn. I'm sorry for the silence, I'm sorry I was numb, I'm sorry I saw forever after forever was gone. I had a heart that stayed for me, a love I should have never outrun. Now I'm crying in the ruins because I lost the only one. So I whispered to the ceiling what I never said enough. You were more than just my lover, you were my safest kind of love. And if you knew life brings you peace, I hope it shines like morning sun. But I'll always know the truth, I lost the only one. wasn't a storm, there wasn't a fight. No broken glass in the middle of the night. No final word sharp enough to cut. No angry door, no burning trust. We just got tired of reaching through the space that grew between me and you. You stopped asking, I stopped trying. We learned to sleep beside the dying. Love didn't leave in one goodbye. It faded slowly from your eyes. And maybe that's what hurts the most. We lost the fire and blamed the smoke. We just gave up. We let the silence win. We watched forever fall apart and never pulled it in. We just gave up, like we had nothing left to save. Two hearts standing at the edge, too tired to be brave. No one cheated, no one lied, no one screamed, no one slammed the door. We just stopped fighting for the love we used to fight for. We just gave up, and I hate us for that, because part of me still loves you. But love can't always bring us back. Your coffee went cold beside the sink. I noticed, but I didn't say a thing. You came home late, I turned away like lonely was easier than asking you to stay. The photos on the wall still smiled, like they didn't know we'd been gone a while. We kept the house, we kept the keys, but lost the us inside the routine. I wish there was someone else to blame, a single match, a guilty name. But the saddest truth I carry now is we both let go and don't know how. We just gave up. We let the silence win. We watched forever fall apart and never pulled it in. We just gave up, like we had nothing left to save. Two hearts standing at the edge, too tired to be brave. No one cheated, no one lied, no one screamed, no one slammed the door. We just stopped fighting for the love we used to fight for. We just gave up, and I hate us for that, because part of me still loves you. But love can't always bring us back. Maybe we could have talked more. Maybe we could have cried. Maybe we should have held on one more honest night. Maybe I should have touched your hand when you were staring at the floor. Maybe you should have said my name like you meant it anymore. But we were both so quiet, both too proud to bleed, both waiting for the other to become what we need. And now the bed is empty, but the truth is full of us. We didn't lose our love at once, we just gave up. We just gave up, and now the room feels strange, like even all our memories are ashamed we never changed. We just gave up, with so much left unsaid. Now I sleep beside your shadow in the ruins of our bed. still don't know why. How two people who once held on could bet forever die. So I'll fold your shirt in silence, put your picture in a drawer. Not because I don't still love you, but because we're not us anymore. There wasn't a storm, there wasn't a fight, just two tired hearts letting go one quiet night. We just gave up, we just gave up.